Early in the morning, we have our super full moon in Aries. This is going to bring a fiery surge early in the morning. The intensity is going to continue to build. There's going to be anxiety that is going to be present, but it's also going to bring a feeling of empowerment. Venus is now in its final degrees of Scorpio, which is really good. Pluto is going to be working with this energy, and it is going to create a lot of heightened passions. This is a really good time to rebuild relationships, either new or currently existing. This is where you can finally open up and make deeper connections. It's basically a strengthening bond. Whatever you want to do with this full moon, whatever your true desires in your relationship are, today is the day to do it. Today is about breaking boundaries. Today is about ending chapters, creating new chapters towards what you really want. Yes, we have been burdened with a lot of difficulties. A lot of lessons had to be learned. But during this super full moon phase, it's all about renewal. New chapters, growth, success, relationships. Although careers have a lot to do with this as well, because this is a really good time for you to step into the spotlight. This is where you can take bold risks. These will be new steps in order for you to bring about a lot of success and a lot of recognition for all of the hard work that you have put in. We have Venus that is going to be shifting into Sagittarius energy after the moon goes void. The moon is then going to transition into Taurus energy, which is going to be nice. There is going to be a slowdown period, room to breathe, which of course we all need after all of the things that we have gone through. There will be a lighter feeling that is going to be present within your heart space and within your head. This slowing down is going to bring an immense sense of relief. This is going to allow ourselves to stay in the present moment. Let me know in the comments how you're doing with this super full moon energy. What are you manifesting? Because it's going to come true. And of course, if you are late to the show, we have been talking about this on my channel for a very, very long time about the solar maximum. They are saying that we are finally in the peak, and it's about 1 to 2 years before we see something huge, which of course I always keep you updated on. Speaking of that, let's look at the sun. We have 7 sunspot regions on our sun. A lot of them are declining. A lot of them are in growth just a little bit. We have had several M-class flares from this region right over here, 3854. This region is declining in the number of sunspots, declining in its size overall as it heads off of the western limb of the sun, still magnetically complex in a beta, delta, and gamma configuration. 5% chance of having an X-class flare from this region. However, the probability will go down as it heads off of the limb of the sun. But we also have this. This white squiggly line is what we call a filament. It is on the sun's surface, known as the photosphere. We are also surrounded by these coronal holes, which is basically a sucking pool of plasma in it and amongst itself. It also tethers itself to Earth. Well, if this lift off and it is Earth facing, we have a problem. So we're going to watch this. As for our 3-day geomagnetic forecast, we will see an increase from unsettled to active levels due to a coronal hole influence on the 17th. We will go into some active levels here on the 18th and the 19th from a larger coronal hole effect, possibly reaching into those minor G1 geomagnetic storm levels. This is for a potential glancing blow from an eruption off of the western limb of the sun from that region I just showed you. But overall, slow and quiet, which is really nice. Super full moon, which is going to have quite an influence on us today. So how are you taking this all in? There is quite a bit of energy to have if you are in a relationship. This is the time to make a decision whether you want to stay in it, whether you want to build in it, because you're not really going to have another chance until a new cycle starts. Love ya.